Hello, my dear students. Today we are continuing our lesson number 1, the fun they had. Margie was not prepared to dispute that. She said, I would not want a strange man in my house to teach me. Here you can see there is a word dispute. Dispute means here disagree with. In these lines, she says that she did not want to discuss this further, and she says that did not want a stranger man, the human teacher, to come to her house and to teach her. Tommy screamed with laughter. You do not know much, Margie. The teachers did not live in the house. They had a special building, and all the kids went there. So what the Tommy is saying, Tommy, he found very funny when Margie said that she did not want a strange man to come to her house to teach her. He said that teachers did not come to the students' house to teach them. They had a special building, they had a special school, and the students went to the school to study there. And all the kids learn the same thing. So Margie was very surprised, astonished, and asked that did all the children learn the same thing? Sure, if they were the same age. So Tommy replied that all the children of the same age studied the same thing. But my mother says a teacher has to be adjusted to fit the mind of each boy and girl it teaches, and that each kid has to be taught differently. Margie, now she refers to a machine teacher. She says that her mother told her that the machine had to be tuned to the level of each boy or a girl who was studying from it. So each child had to be taught separately depending on their level. Just the same, they did not do it that way then. If you do not like it, you do not have to read the book. So Tommy replied that in the past they did not do it that way. He got irritated at Margie and said that she need not read the book. I did not say I did not like it, Margie said quickly. So Margie actually she was interested in the book and she was very curious to know what kind of schools were there. She wanted to read about those funny schools. Actually, Margie was very much interested in the book. She wanted to know what kind of schools were there in the past, as she felt that they were fun. They were not even half finished. Even Margie's mother called Margie's school Margie. In these lines, she had read just half of the book when her mother called her as it was time for her to attend her virtual school. Margie, look up, not yet, Mama. Margie's school was in the next room, next to her bedroom, and she said to her mother that not yet. She did not want to go to school. Now, said Mrs. Jones, and it's probably time for Tommy too. So, in these lines, Mrs. Jones, mother of Margie, she said to Tommy, maybe, he said nonchalantly. He walked away whistling, the dusty old book tucked beneath his arm. Here you can see the word nonchalantly. Nonchalantly means here not showing much interest or enthusiasm, carelessly. So Tommy tried to ignore her and said that maybe she could read it. He Tommy was feeling very great because Margie was interested in reading the book. He placed the book under his arm and he went off to his home. Now see these lines. Margie went into the schoolroom. It was right next to the bedroom, and the mechanical teacher was on and waiting for her. In these lines, Margie reached her school, means her room next to her bedroom. It was a room, virtual classroom. There was a machine teacher for Margie, and it was on and was waiting for her to begin teaching her. It was always on at the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday. Because her mother said little girls learn better if they learn at regular hours. Margie studied all the days except Saturday and Sundays. At the same time, from this mechanical teacher, Margie's mother was very particular. She had told Margie that she would learn better if she would study every day at the same time. The screen was lit up and it said, Tommy's arithmetic lesson is on the addition of proper fractions. Please insert yesterday's homework in the proper slot. So in these lines, Margie sat in the front of the machine, similar to a computer, and that machine was turned on. It said that the lesson of the day was in arithmetic and the topic was addition of proper fractions. Further, it instructed her to insert the homework of the previous day in the slot for inserting the homework. Margie did so with a sigh. She was thinking about the old schools they had when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy. So in these lines, Margie's life is also very mechanical, just like a machine. There's no fun in her classroom. It is very dull, boring. It's just like a machine. So Margie is thinking of the story told to her by her grandfather, and her grandfather he told her that his grandfather used to go to school when he was a little boy. As Margie is bored with this machine, she is reminded of that life. All the kids from whole neighborhood came laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the schoolroom, going home together at the end of the day. They learned the same things so they could help one another with the homework and talk about it. In these lines, Margie is thinking about those students, those kids who came in the school, and she was thinking about them, how they learn the things, how they laugh, how they shout, and how they enjoy in the company of others, and how they help each other in doing their homework, they chat with each other. These all the things she was recalling in her mind. And the teachers were people. Mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen when we add fractions 1 by 2. Margie was talking about how the kids must have loved it in the old days. She was thinking about the fun they had. So my dear students, we will continue our lesson in the next video and also discuss its question answer.